Hey guys, I'm Dushyant Sethiya. I'm a co-founder of Distribute 11, which is an influencer marketing platform. I'm going to share some of my insights which I gained while studying entrepreneurship at the Judge Business School of Cambridge University and how it transformed my understanding about entrepreneurship and ultimately made me an entrepreneur. This is my first podcast in this series, and in this I will discuss, is entrepreneurship really worth pursuing? So, in today's episode, we will see some interesting and challenging questions like: is entrepreneurship a right career move? What is the opportunity cost associated with it? And finally, is it even worth pursuing? So, I'm going directly to the obvious question: what is entrepreneurship? This is the first question every curious mind gets before embarking on the roller coaster ride of entrepreneurship. The people who are planning or looking to plunge into this messy yet glamorous world of power, position, and money must surely have doubts and curiosity. So let's see, what is it really? Some renowned scholars such as Stevenson and others in their book Chinese Entrepreneurship define entrepreneurship as new entry, the creation of new enterprises or organizations. Some interpret entrepreneurship as an art, while others as a risky endeavor. As some people are good at creating businesses and building empires, while others struggle to even make their first sale or get bankrupt in the process of building businesses. Successful entrepreneurs seize patterns, and the latter, novice entrepreneurs struggle to understand the paradox of business economics. To understand this clearly, we have to first see what causation and effectuation theories are and how entrepreneur notices patterns. Saraswati explained these theories in his research paper. He defined causation as logic of prediction and effectuation as logic of control. To better understand this, let's consider the example. Imagine a chef assigned the task of cooking dinner. There are two ways the task can be organized. In the first, the host or client picks out a menu in advance. All the chef needs to do is list the ingredients needed, shop for them, and then actually cook the meal. This is a process of causation. It begins with a given menu and focuses on selecting between effective ways to prepare the meal. In the second case, the host asks the chef to look through the cupboards in the kitchen for possible ingredients and utensils, and then cook a meal. Here, the chef has to imagine possible menus based on given ingredients and utensils, select the menu, and they prepare the meal. This is a process of effectuation. It begins with given ingredients and utensils and focuses on preparing one of many possible desirable meals with them. Let's discuss this issue from different mindset. A half glass of water can be seen as half full or half empty. One can't justify which is better as it depends on the mindset. So, it is more about how you perceive things. I want to share what my professor taught in the entrepreneurship class at Judge Business School, University of Cambridge. On the first day of our class, they taught the importance of mindset and explained two different types of mindsets: fixed mindset and growth mindset. The fixed mindset is a rigid way of thinking and not willing to accept change, while growth mindset is totally opposite of it. It embraces change and it is beneficial for growth. There is a famous proverb that change is the only constant in the world, and if you are not willing to accommodate change, then you will perish and left out from the rest. Do you know who is an entrepreneur? He is a risk taker and adventurer, as once told by economist Jan Baptist. On the other hand, Red Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn and a great entrepreneur, described entrepreneur as someone who jumps from the cliff and builds a plane before reaching the ground. I hope every one of you must have heard the story of six blind men and the elephant. We are going to see the story first and then discuss and explain its analogy with entrepreneurship. In the story, there are six blind men who didn't know anything about the elephant and what is it and how it looks like. In the story, each one of them tries to explain the elephant's parts as they test them. The explanation of which are vividly explained by the old man who was witnessing the whole scenario and tried to make sense of their explanations. First described elephant's leg as a big pillar. Second one said tail is like a rope. The third one, when touched the elephant's ear, described it as a flat animal. Fourth one said elephant's trunk is just like a snake. Fifth one described elephant as a pipe when he touched its teeth. The sixth man said elephant is like a giant wall on touching elephant's belly. Finally, the old man, who was witnessing everything, interrupted and explained them about their fallacies and told them they all were partially right, but elephant is totally different creature, and explained them what elephant looks like, hence corrected their perception. Now let's picture the elephant as entrepreneurship and blind man as novice entrepreneurs. Just like the blind man, everyone tries to understand and define entrepreneurship from their limited knowledge and understanding, as they have restricted view just like blind men. The whole point is it depends on your personal experiences, which can be positive, negative, or neutral. But you have to make your hands dirty to understand it fully. It is more like a journey to learn, experiment, and implement the new ideas and wisdom every day until you get desired outcome and of course success. In this process, you learn many things and some may work and some may not work for you. So listen to everyone but decide yourself what is good for you. Now comes the introspection phase. One thing you should know about entrepreneurship is that not everyone is a rock star in this. Many have disappeared and doomed in this too, but you hardly know and listen about them in media. So remember, it is not a race, but it is a marathon where one needs to take so many small steps to win. In the present situation, people think that they will give it a try for 1 or 2 years, and if it will work or they will become successful, then they will continue. Else drop it or go for a job. It is a choice, and you must enjoy doing it, what you choose to do, and decide what you want from your life. So, guys, I want you to ask yourselves, do you love to learn new things every day or crazy about experimenting new ideas? Or are you a self motivator or passionate about entrepreneurship? The most important thing is to remember, can you work for free and won't get stressed? Certainly for first few months. Well, try to answer these questions first and then ask the right question. Is entrepreneurship worth pursuing? I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and learned few things about entrepreneurship. I will be back soon with another podcast. Stay tuned and subscribe.